Alright, testing out this new pot system I bought, and what I've done is I've added some water in here and some water in there. I'm interested to see if I can get both pots boiling. Not exactly the same time, but that's probably impossible. But yeah, I'm interested to see when both pots would actually be boiling. Why? I don't know, I'm just testing it. Okay. Now obviously with this system there's no handles, so you're going to have to use gloves or Leatherman or something like that. Probably more so gloves. Alright, let's give it a go. So what I'll do, I'll let that heat up and I'll come back to you. Alright, it's been on for about a minute and a bit, and this one here is not really that hot. It's not even hot at all. Nothing's happening with the water there, but the bottom one is getting bubbles on the bottom, so yeah, I don't know. Boiling 2 pots of water on top of each other might not work. I mean, that will work and that'll get boiling, but I think by the time this one boils, the water's going to evaporate out of this one, the bottom one. So I kind of knew that anyway. So we'll see what happens. I'll give it a bit more. Alright, you can probably hear the top pot vibrating underneath the bottom pot. It's starting to come to a boil in the bottom one. It's a little bits of water coming up from the top. I'm not sure if I should drill a hole, just underneath the top of this pot here, so to let some, I guess, evaporation out. Is it evaporation or whatever it's called? The steam out. So, and this one, I don't know. Still can pick it up. That's boiling. I'm actually interested to see, boil water there, have no water in that, and see how the bottom is, if it's hot enough to touch. I mean, hot enough to actually cook some food while that's boiling underneath. Or is this simply just a 2-piece mess tin? It probably is. Well, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I've got some bubbles now forming in this one. So I'll give it a couple more minutes and see what happens. Alright, the top one now is hot to the touch. It's time for the good old gloves, courtesy of the company I work for. I love when I get stuff for free. I'm on two of them. Definitely getting some bubbles there. That's definitely boiling there. I'm just, I'm interested to see if I can get 2 pots boiling within a couple of minutes of each other without having that evaporate away. That way if I'm out, with me and my mate, or me and my daughter or my son or my wife or whatever, I can boil 2 pots of water, pretty much in the same time. Mine is a couple of minutes of each, and yeah, have 1 meal for someone, another meal for me. Well, the good thing is you cook something in this, you can obviously eat straight out of it, and you might want some other food in there, I don't know. It's coming to a violent little boil underneath that now. I think I will drill a hole, just around there, and just underneath the top of it, to let that steam out. And I might even drill a couple It's not going to affect the boiling performance, you know. The water's only up to there. I'm not going to boil water when it's up to there. So I'll get back to you. Alright, I'm going to stop it there because I don't want this thing exploding with boiling water all over me. The water in this bowl is hot enough to make a cup of coffee or two. Obviously that one's hot enough to boil rice and whatever. But what I am going to do is I'm going to drill a hole, as I said, and drill maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of them, just around evenly, and see if that improves it. So I'm going to stop here. Cheers. Alright, so what I've done is I've punched some holes, 3 holes, just underneath there. I tried to drill it, but it's hard to drill stainless steel. So I'm going to put this back on the boil. I'm going to put this water back on the boil, and that's new water, by the way. And let's see if I can get this boiling and this boiling within a matter of a minute or 2 between each other. Alright, so it's on there, and let's see what we can accomplish. I'll be back. Alright, so you can see the steam coming out of the holes now, which is good. The top pot isn't moving up and down, which is what I want. So yeah. Alright, I've come to my conclusion. It's been about 4 minutes since this has been boiling, and this is not even, it's got like 2 bubbles on the bottom of the pot. So I'm not going to get this boiling and this boiling within a matter of a few minutes between each other. So I know that for a fact, and that's just physics. And yeah, so again, this could be used to cook some rice, cook some stew, do whatever. While that's cooking, you could easily heat up water, you know, clean water enough for you to make a cuppa, something like that. You know, I could always bang holes in the bottom of this pot and steam food in there, you know, that's another option. But at the end of the day, this is just a 2-pot mess tin system, and that's what it is. So it is what it is. Cheers.